Hey everybody, it's 210 coming to you from the last day of Gen Con.
The last day of Gen Con. Hello, everybody.
The first exhausting day of Gen Con, not.
So
We've been exhausted for a little
today's
bit.
kind of one of those days where you wake up and it's like, what have I been doing for the last 3 days? You know, because there's just so much to do.
Yes, it all runs together.
But we're gonna recap our day
Our
from
day
yesterday.
3, yeah.
Our day 3 Saturday. As you notice, I'm not wearing a hat today. That's because I have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm flying out, and I packed all of my hats and everything ready to go just to make sure that all the luggage weight was good. Because when you leave
Yes.
Gen Con, you got to check your luggage and make sure it's not too heavy with all the board games you have there.
And 70 bags to take home with you to
Oh,
check.
tell me about it.
There's lots of different bags, but we wanted to get prepared last night, so spent some time doing that. But yesterday was a long day for me. I know that you guys got to get some rest
Yeah,
yesterday.
Mom and I slept in for a little bit and kind of took it easy in the hotel, and then met Derek probably around 10:30 or 11.
Yeah, it
But
was.
tell us about your
So
morning.
so you know, back when I was really excited about, not that I'm not excited about Gen Con right now, but like when the excitement was going and it's like, oh, you know, I can kind of push through everything. I signed up for an 8 o'clock painting class yesterday. So, which an 8 o'clock class isn't that big of a deal, but when it's the third day that you're here, it's kind of exhausting. So, anyway, I know I kind of mentioned a little bit of it yesterday, but it was a class on color theory, which was neat, and bust painting. So we painted some zombies and learned a little bit about color theory and how to highlight and shade, and it was actually kind of soothing because you know you spend a lot of time in Gen Con trying to catch everything. You know, you got to catch this game that you're signed up for, or you got to run and get this, not run, walk briskly to get this and that game, and you got to make it to all your ticketed events in time. And if you don't have a ticket to the event, you take your generic ticket and you get there early. So it's nice to just kind of sit and just paint for 2.5 hours. I had a paint class the day before, and it was a blending class, and it was at 5. And whenever I stopped,
5 p.m.
Yeah, no, it was at 3.
3 p.m.
3 to 5. And when I sat to take that, I noticed myself kind of dozing off.
beforehand.
We played Rafter 5, which is an Oink game, and it's a game
Very
where
cool,
we do
very
have
cool
a
game.
we do have a live we do have a live stream of it that we put on Instagram, and and yeah, so it was fun. So what you do is you get the you get the box, you stack up the boxes one on top of each other, and then you put these little rafts, and then you build them and try to balance your treasure boxes on the top. And basically, whoever knocks all the boxes off, if you knock 5 or more boxes off, then you lose the game, and that's when the game stops. And then we check where everything else is. So that's we played that down there in the lobby.
That one.
I really enjoyed it, but I'm a little shaky, and so to set those, I can get the guy to hold the plank, but when I set the treasure chest, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tip him over.
It's nerve wracking.
It is. It is.
It's very nerve wracking.
It's not a relaxing game when it gets to that point.
No,
As a matter of fact, Aubrey bumped the table and
I did.
made it rain.
But at the end, there was a thunderstorm caused by Derek.
I don't remember what I did, but everything came tumbling down. So I lost that game.
Treasure chest everywhere.
So after we played Rafter 5, we headed up to the BGG Hot Games room. So for those of you who have not been to Gen Con, there's 2 different game libraries. There's a big game library that's in Lucas Oil Stadium, and that's exactly what you think it is. It's the Colt where the Colts play football. And then there is another one that Board Game Geek hosts. Well, the one that Board Game Geek hosts, it has all of the newer games. and we played a game of Arcs. I was able to play it in a learn to play
Yes.
the day before yesterday, and so I was able to teach my group here how to play it.
My first view of that when we saw you in that hot games room was that it was going to be overwhelming, but it really is not. And it is so much fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's probably one of my new top games.
It's
Ready to play
Which we'll
it's
again.
talk about that
Yeah.
on another video,
yeah,
but I
it's
don't want to go
definitely
into too
it's
much.
definitely been the hottest game of the convention.
Mhm.
So when you go,
And it well deserved.
when you
'Cause it
we
was full.
I was able to eat breakfast because I got up with the chickens yesterday, but you guys had missed out on breakfast, so
Cock a doodle doo.
y'all were eating a healthy breakfast of Dots pretzels and Rice Krispie treats.
Mini moon pies.
So mini moon pies, and so you guys
There's
were
no
ready.
shame.
You guys were ready to get something to eat. So
Yes,
after
do not snack shame us.
so after we finished up Arcs, before we had to redo our room again, we went to a place called Kuma's Corner.
It's one of
Oh
my
my
favorite
gosh.
places in Indiana. Or I've never been anywhere but Indianapolis. So favorite places in
It was
Indianapolis.
surprising. That hamburger was so good. You get a chance, go. Can't tell you where it's at.
The reason that I know about Kuma's Corner is because last year I took a painting class, and one of the people in the class, he lives here, and he said you need to go there because it is a heavy metal themed hamburger joint, and
So awesome.
the hamburgers are named after different heavy metal bands. The drinks are named after different heavy metal songs.
I had
Try, baby.
I had a hammer smash face. Actually, I had 3.
3 hammered smash
They were
face,
so good.
and I don't remember what I had. I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was basically a bacon blue cheeseburger with fries.
And mine was I had grilled peppers on it and Gouda cheese. Oh, it's so
While we
heavenly.
were sitting there, we didn't really have anything scheduled. So I was kind of going through the event schedule, trying to figure out what we were going to do for the rest of the con, which is part of the adventure. And I had noticed an entertainment show earlier in the week that was sold out, but there were 3 tickets available. And so I purchased 3 tickets for us to see a show called Hamel Thrones by the Damsels. And so then
Hilarious.
it was
It was hilarious.
It was so silly,
so
but
basically
fantastically so.
the thought is this is that we know we're probably never going to get the book ending. And if you want to sit down and talk to me about it, I can tell you how I felt like the ending to the series was very subpar. Anyway,
He still complains about it on a regular basis.
so this was a comedy trio of ladies named the Damsels singing about what they think the ending of the books is going to be to Hamilton music.
I've never seen Hamilton, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, and there were lots of little Easter eggs too, which was funny. They kept dogging on the 4th book,
Yeah.
which I love.
Well, you're probably the only one.
Only one in the world that loved the 4th book.
And then, there was even
Comment if you love the 4th book too, so I'm not alone.
So after the Damsel show, we headed back to the hotel.
I did some editing. We finally got the first part, one Gen Con up on YouTube. I'm so proud because I've been working on that thing in bits and pieces all week.
And we did our first wave of board game packing.
Oh yeah, thank goodness for big suitcases.
I'm gonna do some damage today, though. I plan
Yeah.
on
So-
loading the rest of it up.
So what we're going to do is that's kind of our recap for yesterday. And we're going to go to the vendor hall and see what else we can discover today. If there is anything else left to discover, or kind of pick up a little bit of the missing pieces. And I don't know if you guys are gonna do a video tonight or not. If you do,
I
I
don't
won't
know.
be in that one. But
If we have a chance, we might. But we're gonna just hang out here for a little while and then get dinner and then pack because we have to leave and be at the airport at 4 in the morning.
So, and my flight is going to leave at 2 today, so I'm only going to be able to hang out here for another couple of hours. So, anyway, that was pretty much Saturday.
It's time to shop, shop, shop.
Yeah.
Stop.
So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys again here real soon.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
I have had a blast. Enjoyed sharing it with you. GGWP.
GGWP.
GGWP. This is Derek signing off. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.